Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back in 1974, in the movie The Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee kicked Chuck Norris's ass. And now the two of them step into the ring to see who the real fighter is.
For our main event of the evening. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talked to
Neither of these two fighters come in the game or were created by me. I downloaded them on the Boxer Share. So, if they don't look 100% accurate, or they both say they're from Los Angeles, California, that's not my fault. I can't really change that. We're just here for the fight.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway.
Keep moving.
The Dragon's able to avoid that punch. He has found his groove with this right hand. Lee's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
All right, Teddy, so we have a fighter on one side here who has low stamina. That's the rap on him. Now he's facing a power puncher here. What would you be saying to him?
Oh, I would advise him to try to pace himself a little bit and stay the heck away from the power puncher. Stay out of certain territories. Try to make it a long night, but a slow night.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the man. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The man's right hand scores well. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Nice strike after catching one by the man. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good flush shot upstairs. Lee smashed by a hook. The man's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand.
Let's see some more head movement.
And yet another good shot comes in. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Well, that's the best noise he could ever hear. The bell to end that round. He was getting battered there. Lee was lucky the bell rang when it did.
But it's little consolation to him because guess what?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. The man's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
Up top with the right hand. Little head hunting with the left. The Dragon's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Right to the head with that right. The Dragon's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. And now he scores well with the straight right. And now they're trading blows. Blocks away that headshot. Little head knocking with that right hand. Lee's showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. he stays downstairs. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. 3 minutes gone by in this round. The man's grasp of real estate is something special. Look how he just stays on the outside early on in this fight and is able to find his target.
Well, you're right, Joe. It's prime real estate for him. I mean, he's in the neighborhood he wants to be, on the outside.
There you go. Circle, circle.
Very nice defensive guard there. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. The Dragon's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Solid right hands headline that exchange. An accurate left by Lee. Lee's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. And now he's targeting upstairs. The man's right hand. Lee's clearly affected by that. Overhand right can be so effective. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? And that's the end of round.
And after 3 rounds, it appears that Chuck Norris has more power behind his punches, but Bruce Lee's better at evading and has more stamina, so if the fight goes too long, I think the fight goes into Bruce Lee's favor.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Good way to protect the midsection. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep moving, keep moving.
The man's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. They both decide to bring it. Commits to the straight right. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A little head hunting with the right. The Dragons' work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? approach that we just saw in that last round. It cannot
want
continue.
this fight?
His work rate has
let's
to
get moving
increase,
now.
doesn't it, Teddy?
If he wants to win this fight, if he doesn't want to just survive. And that is the question. And that is in his mind, in his heart.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the man. He just missed that shot up top.
Guard your head.
Back and forth exchange. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Lee's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. The Dragon's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. The man's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change. Downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
Come on. Focus. Shake it off.
The Dragon's rocked by that punch. And banging away he goes. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desired heart is just as strong as it was before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And that's the end of round. Thing at all now. It's later in the fight, and time again, he's allowing his opponent to land these headshots.
Yeah, you got to remind them, you're not getting paid any bonus, no extra money for taking punches. You might get paid a little extra if you start delivering some, though.
Lee's a seasoned pro, and old pros tend to fall into the same patterns. Nothing has changed with him stylistically since he's been knocked down in this fight.
Well, that falls right into that pattern or that cliche where old dogs can't be taught new tricks. Well, right now, he's going to have to come up with a trick or two, maybe, to survive this moment.
There's a straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The man's, oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Gets him with the right hand. Big shot there. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's over. This fight is over. The man.
And with that knockout, Chuck Norris wins the match.
Another knockout for him. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out one of our other videos.